Peace, everybody. So I go to the doctor, um, and I gained 10 pounds, exactly 10 pounds. In 1 month, I've been taking my muscle mass, been working out, been exercising, you know, on a daily basis, whether it's pull ups, push ups, or dips. But the reason, like I told you before, I used to be cut up. But the reason why I lost so much weight was because of stress. And this is important. This is very important. It's very important to not be stressed because I used to I used to feel like all sorts of pain in my chest when I breathing. When I used to breathe, I would feel a sharp pain, in my heart. And I thought about something that my cousin, my older cousin, had told me in New York. Cousin Carl, he said stress attacks your muscles. And when you think about it, you know, when I was stressed, I would be stiff, with my walking, you know, even my arms stiff, real stiff. And if when you stiff, you're not gonna be as mobile as you normally will. You're not gonna be, or you're not gonna be as mobile as you normally, are or had been or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And being in my condition, basically, um, that's why it was like easier for me to lose weight so soon, so easily, because I'm not as mobile as everybody else. So anyway, what I'm getting at is always remember that when you stressing yourself out or when something is stressing you, try not to let it get the best of you because it attacks your muscles, and your heart is a muscle. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of people, some people, they be catching heart attacks. You like, hey, he was, he or she seemed like they was alright, seemed like they was healthy. They went to sleep and died. Didn't wake up. Blah 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 blah. It's because they was stressed. Your heart is a muscle, and stress attacks your heart. So I try my best, despite of everything that I'm going through. I try my best not to let anything stress me out. You know what I mean? Some people may think like, oh, he's cold, he don't care. Nah, it's not that. It's not that I don't care or anything like that. It's just that, if I have no control over the situation, it is what it is. I'm not gonna sit there and stress over it. You know what I mean? I don't care what it is. I'm not gonna let it stress me out. You live longer like that when you just let it go. You know what I mean? And it was to the point, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest with you, it was to the point where I was so stressed that I didn't even care how my hair looked. You know what I mean? I got locks, and my locks were looking all crazy. And I went to go see a good friend of mine's the other day, and she hadn't seen me in like over a year. You know what I mean? She gave me a hug. She was like, "Man, you lost weight. You're not as big as you used to be." And I was trying to explain to her, like, I actually gained weight. I was smaller than this, and I was stressed out because like, I lost so much weight because I lost, like, I want to say, let me see, I lost 4 people in a year and a half period who were actually very close to me. You know what I mean? I lost one person, like, in '08. That really stressed me out. Guy I was real close with, real good dude. Um, he died in '08. Rest in peace. Henry May, Beijing. And, then I lost some, my friend Lolo. And then, like, within a year and a half period, like, I lost like 4 people. And I mean, you talk about stress, headaches, and all of this and all of that. I learned that you gotta have, like, real talk. You gotta have like a higher power. You know what I mean? Uh, whatever you believe in. Jesus, Allah, whatever works for you. You know, you gotta have a higher power. You gotta believe in God and lean on God for your strength, for your sanity, everything, because God is real. You know what I mean? There is a God. And, if you don't believe me, believe me. That's all I can say. There is a God, because I've experienced some things in life spiritually, and I know that there is a God. You gotta believe in God and pray, and God will deliver you from whatever situation you're going through, but you just gotta have faith. You gotta stand on that faith. And faith, for me, was something hard. You know what I mean? But, they say if you have the faith of a mustard seed, that's like, that's good. You know what I mean? Like, that's wonderful. My faith, my faith is greater than, is way bigger than the mustard seed now. Like, I go wherever, I walk wherever. I do. I don't walk in fear. I'm not afraid to die or anything, because I'm living right. So if I do die, say if I was just walking the street and I was just die today, tomorrow, I'd be content with myself. Or I get into an accident, or I get killed or whatever, I'd be content. I know I'll be with our Father, you know what I'm saying, who art in heaven. I know that for a fact, you know what I mean? And I don't know, I ain't gonna talk your head off, but just take that, from a wise man, you know? Do not stress. Your heart is a muscle. Really is. Your brain is a muscle. That's why some people just go crazy. They let the things get to them, and they just lose their mind and just go crazy. And you be like, dang, like, what's wrong with them? You might see somebody in the street, talking to themselves, or, don't judge them. They could have been just as normal as you, and things in life might have piled up on them, and, they got stressed and they couldn't handle it, and the stress got, the best of them, and they're crazy. You know what I mean? That could be anybody. That could be you. That could happen to you. And some people probably be like, oh yeah, nah. You know what I mean? That ain't gonna be, that could never be me. You never know what'll happen. You know what I mean? I never thought that, you know, I would had gotten paralyzed. You know what I mean? Never in a million years. And I got paralyzed. You know what I mean? But by the grace of God, I walk. I mean, I thank God for that. You know what I mean? It really opened up my eyes. So, um, I'm just making this vlog right here. You know, something inspirational, something that was on my mind. You know, it's probably somebody out there that's going through something. Um, you know, just stay positive. And that's it. Just stay positive and peace.